everybody. Come on in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. Today we are recreating a recipe that came up in my feed from Jazz Leaf. I actually did a collab with her, my very first collab, and I'm so grateful. She worked with me earlier in the year. She is actually a professional chef and private chef. So this is going to be crispy Parmesan salmon bites. So I'm going to show you all the video. We're going to make our version of it. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But I love to eat clearly, so we try to make healthy versions of the things that we like. So we are going to take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you know who you are, you're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, so who do we have here? Demi Williams on TikTok, TW, Lisa Rohn, Professor Q, Bishop Johnny Huggins, William Ogletree, No Name, Higher Level Hair Braiding, and Nanny Pants. Thank you all so much for being here on TikTok. I'm going to try and bring this down so you can see the counter when I get started. And then who do we have on Instagram? I see Anella Clark. Thank you so much for being here, my dear. Those of you all on Instagram and those of you all on TikTok, I'm on also on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. If you want to see the side by side, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. All right. So thank you all for the likes. I don't see anybody who wants to be called out yet over here. So we're going to clean the counters. We're going to get started. I'm going to show you all the video. We're going to get our ingredients out and hopefully make a scrumptious lunch. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. I do love cooking for you. All right, we always start with clean counters because I like kitchen snacks. That's what we call anything that kind of drops down and we have a little bit of a mess. So I always like to start with clean counters and clean hands. Something about wiping and washing all my life. I had to wipe. I don't know, it's therapeutic for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. All right, let's clean hands. All right, so as always, I tagged Jazz Leaf and I actually put the recipe in the description so you all can watch it. It's a quick Instagram reel, so I'm going to show it to you and then we'll get our ingredients out and get started. Oh dear, please don't be dead. Okay. So let's go over to Instagram. And I'm sure this is on all of her platforms so you all can check out Jazz. Hello, Jay the Realtor. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So this is Jazz Leaf. You all can check her out. She has healthy and easy recipes. I think I've got her cookbook back here. She loves salmon. She does a lot of salmon recipes. And I think her easy recipes are like 10 ingredients or less using what you already have at home. So she doesn't want you going to the store to buy stuff that you don't really need. Okay. So we're going to scroll through here. And I love, she says, air fryer obsessed. So am I. We're going to cook in the air fryer today. So this is the one that we're doing right here, crispy Parmesan salmon bites. I know on Instagram and TikTok it's backwards, but it's this one in the middle. Okay, crispy Parmesan salmon bites.
Crispy Parmesan salmon bites in the air fryer. Slice your salmon into cubes and then add it into a big bowl along with some olive oil. Once the salmon is coated in the olive oil, add a ton of Parmesan cheese and spices like paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Coat the salmon and then pop it into the air fryer in a single layer. After just 6 minutes, these guys come out so crispy on the outside and so juicy on the inside. I like to top mine with some fresh herbs and a garlic sauce.
All right, everybody. So one more time for those of y'all that didn't get to see.
Good luck just taking one bite of these. Bro, crispy Parmesan salmon bites in the air fryer. Slice your salmon into cubes and then add it into a big bowl along with some olive oil. Once the salmon is coated in the olive oil, add a ton of Parmesan cheese and spices like paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Coat the salmon and then pop it into the air fryer in a single layer. After just 6 minutes, these guys come out so crispy on the outside and so juicy on the inside. I like to top mine with some fresh herbs and a garlic sauce.
All right, so I'm very excited. Let's keep this on repeat over here. Hopefully you all were able to see. Hello, TSA Ouma. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Vonnie Young. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So she did post the recipe and I did put it in the description. So let's get our ingredients out and just put together a lunch. It looks like, to me, it looks like she had this over rice. You could have this over rice, baby, brown rice, white rice. I'm going to use a cauliflower rice to keep it low carb, grain free, although it's not gluten. Rice is already gluten free, but you could serve this however you like. And I love that she's using Parmesan to kind of like simulate a breading. You all can do that. You can do like Parmesan crusted tilapia or whatever fish that you like. We're going to use salmon today because that's what she used. And this is a good substitute for breading. So if you want to have that crunchy, crispy texture without the carbs from like regular breadcrumbs, this can be a substitute for you. Just getting started, y'all. Still working on my coffee. All right, so let's get everything out. You can see the recipe is here, and I also put it in the description. So the first thing she has is 1 pound of salmon cubed. All right, so what I did, I had some salmon in the giveaway box. It was in these little Ziploc airtight bags, vacuum sealed bags. So this is the salmon that I have, and I just lucked out because it ended up being 1 pound of salmon. So what I did about 30 minutes before starting, I put them in the sink in a bowl with water. So let me show you all. So this was in the freezer yesterday. I took it out of the freezer and I put it into the fridge. So this is what I've had in the sink. So this is a great way to thaw out if you're buying any type of protein that's in like these vacuum sealed bags. Let me kind of move this so we don't make too much of a mess. But you can see now it's soft to the touch. So we just have to open these up. But that way you can thaw them in water in the vacuum seal. That way the flavor of the fish stays intact. You could also do this, directly in the sink, just pull up the plug. All right. So we're going to go ahead and drain these out because I'm going to use this bowl, but we have our 1 pound of salmon ready to go. I'm just going to feel all of them just to make sure I don't have any, frozen bits in the center. So this came frozen. Oh, a little bit of ice. It came frozen, but last night, since we decided to do this, I put them in the fridge. This morning in the fridge, the center was still a little bit tough, but we're good to go. Okay, so we have 1 pound of salmon. All right. All right, so let's wipe this down. Let's just go through all of our ingredients. I'm going to take my time today. Hope y'all are okay with that. Hello, Iwakavelli. Thank you so much for being here. So we have 1 pound of salmon. So we're going to have to open it up and cube it. I will do that in a moment. And then it says 3 tablespoons of olive oil. All right, so I'm just going to use some regular Walmart olive oil. Of course, I've been to Italy and Greece, and if you have really good quality olive oil, by all means. Since we're going to air fry, you want an oil that's going to sustain the high heat. I'm sure you could use coconut oil or avocado oil, maybe even vegetable oil, but anytime I make a recipe for the first time, I try to use their instructions pretty much as close as possible. And then after that, you can doctor it up. But I do love giving you all substitutes that you can use in your own recipes. All right, so we're going to get 3 tablespoons of that. And then you see she has a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. All right, so this is where I'm going to make a substitute. Now, you all know Parmesan cheese is that dry, salty, aged cheese that you can get in the green container or you can get in the tubs. I'm going to use a sheep's milk cheese. So this is what I'm using, Pecorino Romano. So this is actual cheese, but it comes from sheep's milk. It doesn't come from cow dairy. Okay, so when I say I'm dairy free, that means I avoid cow dairy. I can have goat's cheese, I can have sheep's cheese, I can even have vegan cheese if I wanted to. Something about the protein in cow's milk my body doesn't tolerate. If you can have some for me. But I just want you all to see here, pasteurized sheep's milk cultures. So this is what I'm using. Sometimes people are like, it's not dairy free. It's dairy free for me. Okay, I am not the food police. Oh, Natural says, can you teach us how to make pumpkin pie for Christmas? Yes, I can. Am I a big pumpkin pie person? No, but yeah, I can. I would probably just buy the canned pumpkin, buy the store-bought pie crust. I'm more of a cooker, not a baker, but you could get the canned pumpkin and then puree it. I'm sorry, blend it with some spices. It's already naturally sweet, but your cinnamon, your nutmeg, all of that, maybe a little bit of cream to give it that creaminess. Pour it in the pie crust and then bake it. So we'll see if we can come up with a recipe. Another substitute for you all, you can do butternut squash instead of pumpkin if you want to be, I think, even lower carb. And you can get canned pumpkin and canned butternut squash in the grocery store. All right. So maybe we'll give that a try. I just got a notification. My Christmas dinner is coming tomorrow. Hello, RV. Since I cook every day, I like to cater for the holidays. So we'll be doing the Cajun Turkey Company again. All right. Ebony says, are you saying sheep's milk? Yes, my dear. So this Pecorino Romano. So this is Locatelli. So this is an authentic Italian brand, but you can see here on the ingredients, it says sheep's milk instead of cow's milk. Okay. So this is my substitute, but I want to show you all. It looks just like Parmesan cheese. It is that dry, salty, powdery, grated cheese that is my Parmesan substitute. But if you can have Parmesan, use Parmesan, okay? Who do we have here? The Watcher Supreme says it's time to eat. Hooray. Y'all ain't never not hungry. Y'all always come through with your plates. I love it. Thank you for being here. All right, so that's my substitute for the Parmesan. Then she has her seasonings, garlic powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. So some really basic seasonings that you should have in your pantry. So let me go ahead and grab those and we'll start prepping our salmon, okay? Garlic powder, paprika. All right. So salt and pepper, we're just gonna kind of eyeball it, but garlic powder is a great staple. You can use this when you're cooking with anything if you don't mind garlic flavoring. And then paprika is going to give it that smokiness and it's going to give it that nice red color. Okay, so those are the simple seasonings that she has. Okay, so let us go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do, I'm thinking as I go. Y'all, we literally, my cooking channel is what do I want to eat today? Y'all asked for a fish recipe today. So we're doing a fish recipe now. And then later tonight, I will be doing the Ask Me Anything with Luke Hazley. Shout out to Wild Card Wednesday. So I'm all about food and femininity. So I usually stream every day if y'all are new here, but sometimes you'll get twice a day. So we'll do food today and then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, femininity content if y'all want to come ask us anything. Oh, Natural says, when I try to make pumpkin pie, it comes out too moist. To me, that means your filling is too wet. So maybe you added too much liquid to it. I would think you want to have like a pudding type consistency, not so runny that it just pours out. Maybe something that you can kind of spoon or scrape out with a spatula. But I have made a crustless butternut squash pie, which is like a good substitute for pumpkin pie. But send me a recipe. If you have a recipe that you want me to make, inbox me. I'll get the ingredients and I'll make it live for you. We have Mitham Diaz here. Says, I always found your name pop up from TLA. You're so sweet and jovial. You're subbed. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, I like to keep it happy, wholesome, and family friendly because that's me. Okay, so I'm just thinking of the process in my head. I am the daughter of a retired home economics teacher, and my mom could do multiple things in the kitchen at once. And I struggle with like getting things in order. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to cut up the salmon. Then we're going to coat and season the salmon. We're going to put it in the air fryer to cook. And then while it's cooking, we will chop up the greens because she does have some fresh herbs. You all can see I bought some parsley. Well, you can't see it, but she's going to top hers with parsley. So I have that. And then I also have, for me, I'm going to do the riced cauliflower. This is just one of those little shelf-stable squeeze packs, but you can also buy it frozen. All right, so I'm just thinking of the final plating, but I'm looking forward to this. All right, hope everybody is doing well. All right, so let's get started with our fish. Let me get a cutting board, and whenever I'm doing raw protein, I do a cutting board that I can put in the dishwasher. So one of my like plastic ones. I like to keep this beautiful wooden cutting board for things that are like fruits and veggies. That's just me. You can put meat on it, but I'm just telling y'all what I do. All right, so we have this little Pampered Chef cutting board. And like I said, the cutting board has two sides. The side with the groove, get into the groove, is for anything that's going to be runny, like your lemon, raw chicken, tomato, so it can pool right here instead of getting on your counter. The other side is going to be for stuff that doesn't run, but I always seem to use this side anyway. All right, so why don't we do this? I'm going to put some paper towels on here. We're going to open up our salmon, and I don't have to blot it dry because I didn't wet it. All right. So again, this is 1 pound of salmon in the vacuum pack. So I just need to get in here and open this. And I'll still put a paper towel here. But if you did thaw out your fish, your meat, your chicken, whatever, in water without the vacuum seal, that's fine. Just make sure you blot it dry really well, because when you're cooking, especially when you want something to come out crispy, you want to get rid of the moisture. So that means you want to blot it really well. And I don't just pat, I really like press in there and get all that moisture out. That way the oil and the seasonings help you get that crispiness. Hello, Nika. All right, so let's see. I need to run the dishwasher, but I'm going to grab these scissors just to get in here really quick and open this up, unless it's one of those that peels easily. I always struggle with that. Now, if you all can see Jazz's recipe here, she did her version with skinless salmon, or maybe, excuse me, maybe she took the skin off. I thought about removing the skin, but I actually like crispy skin. So you all let me know, when you all eat salmon, are we doing skin on or skin off? Put it in the chat and let me know how y'all do your salmon. All right, so I'm still getting a little moisture coming out. So as I'm opening these up, I'm still gonna blot them so you all can see we have our salmon here. But see how it's wet and kind of shiny? I'm gonna blot that off so it's drier, okay? So let's get all of these open. And I'm gonna cook all of it. It's 1 pound of salmon. I'm gonna cook all of it. We won't eat all of it. We'll do like half on our cauliflower rice, and then the other half, this is great for those of you all who meal prep. You can cook like double the protein, put some of it over rice like we're gonna do today. You could also put some of it over a salad. You could flake it over a bagel, avocado toast, all kinds of things. I think I have some avocado that would be really good on this rice. If y'all want me to add avocado to this recipe, find the avocado emoji and put it in the chat. We'll see if the one I have is right. This one's still a little bit cold to the touch. Another tip for you all, because I know we have people at all kind of different levels with cooking. Whenever you're going to be cooking a protein, especially something as delicate as fish, try to take it out of the fridge about an hour or more if you can before you start cooking. You never want to go from refrigerator cold to a hot pan or air fryer, because what's going to happen is that the meat is going to seize up and it's going to be tough, and then that's why sometimes it's not as tender. So even if you just take it out and put it in the sink, let it come to kind of room temperature. That works with any of your proteins, even like eggs and butter. It kind of it's just easy to maneuver. Look, if it's cold, this is still a little cold to my hands. That's why I wanted to tell y'all. It's not the end of the world, but just trying to get in here. Need some new kitchen shears. You never want to go from the freezer to the pan. Try not to go from the fridge to the hot pan. All right. So especially when you're cooking like a big roast or a whole chicken or something like that. Want to make sure it's as close to room temperature as possible. Who do we have here? I got my hands in fish, but I can see the condenses. And we're back in the kitchen. Yes, sir, we are back. You asked me to make some lobster. That's right. I need to find that recipe you sent me. So I do stream every day. Most of the time it's cooking. We did take a little bit of a hiatus in November. Luke Hazley and I did the Elegance Boot Camp where we did a 30-day, 30 for 30 for ladies who are interested in enhancing their femininity, their elegance, their etiquette. We do have a finishing school, which is open for enrollment. You can find out all about this at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. And I took a break from the kitchen. Plus, this time of year, y'all, I love it, but it's just like so much food starting from Halloween. Then we have, I'm struggling, y'all. Then we have, Thanksgiving, and then my birthday, and then we went on the cruise. And then we've got Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, happy Diwali, happy Ramadan, happy Kwanzaa, merry everything, okay? All right, so we got our salmon out, but yes, I usually do, I started with a cooking channel, but there's a lot to Maggie. Family is Maggie, relationships are Maggie, etiquette is Maggie, elegance is Maggie, all of that is me. So thank you all for being here. And tonight, Lucy and I will be doing another Ask Us Anything. And I think on Friday, I've confirmed with Lauren, our travel agent, we'll be doing another Q&A for the Maggie Meetup Cruise. So if you all missed the first one, our second annual cruise is next November. We're going to be going from Miami to the Bahamas on Virgin Cruise Lines. Some of y'all don't want to be around these kids. So we're doing an adults only cruise, and you can come get all your questions answered because I have a real travel agent who puts it together. Okay, not me. All right, so you all can see we've opened up our salmon. This is 1 pound of salmon. So you can rinse it if you want to. I'll go ahead and rinse it. I know sometimes people are funny about that. Let me just go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to blot it really, really dry. Oh, the condensed says we're back. You want avocado? Okay, I'll go check the one that I have. Mithin says, Miss Maggie, have you had an avocado milkshake? It's so refreshing and tasty. I don't think I have. Why don't you give me the recipe and I'd be happy to try it. It sounds really good. Who was it? Was it Cloud Chasing? Or someone asked me to make like a spinach. It was a spinach smoothie that I think had avocado in it. And it was surprisingly really, really good. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna give these a quick rinse. All right, then I'm gonna put the paper towel here, and I'm gonna start with the flesh side down. And if you have time to set this out before, just go ahead and let them just sit in the paper towel and drain. Matt Siegel says, you are elegant. I will say, thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. He says, this country needs a finishing school class refresher. Well, I appreciate that, and I am happy to help. I have a lot of things that I'm working on for 2024, you all. So we got the cooking stuff. Lucy and I have a finishing school. So the finishing school for the modern woman is open for enrollment. All right, so you all can see here, it's a little bit pasty now, so we got that liquid off. It is an 8-week privately taught Saturday school for ladies of all ages. We have from teens to 60 who want to be the best version of themselves. If you believe in traditional relationships and traditional gender roles, I know there's a lot and people do whatever they want to. I'm just telling you what I teach, but enrollment is open. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. The coupon code Black Friday still works, all one word, for a limited time. We will record it. You get lifetime access. We actually ship out the workbooks. And gentlemen or ladies, you can now gift it. So if you go to the checkout page, there's a little box at the bottom that says send as gift. And then you just put in the email of whoever you want me and Lucy to teach. And we start January 6th. Okay. So now we need to cut up this salmon. All right, y'all can see. All right, so we have a recipe. Mithin Diaz says it's cold milk and avocado and sugar. Okay, let's see, I could make a dairy-free version. I'm sure I could use almond milk. And of course, instead of sugar, I'd use my sugar-free sugar. I don't mind to try that. Let's see if the avocado I have is, let me save this. If the avocado I have is ripe enough, we'll put half on our rice and I'll make a milkshake for you. Hello, Jason. Thank you for being here. Excuse me, GB says, hello, can you consider a finishing school for girls? It is. We have teenagers. Let me get the knife and cube this up while we're talking, all right, everyone? But yes, and I'm happy to answer your questions. So what we're going to do with our 4 pieces of salmon, you can see here that she has little cubes of salmon. So I need to kind of cut them up into bite-sized pieces that you can fork really easily. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and cut these up and then put them in the bowl. So GB says, can you consider a finishing school for girls? So yes, what we're saying right now is our finishing school is appropriate. We would say minimum age like 15, 16 because of the duration of the classes, the content that we teach. So I would love to know, GB, what age are you thinking? Because if you're thinking like finishing school for young ladies, we have thought about it. Hello, Handrums. But we would probably change the curriculum a little bit, right? A little bit more on social media and a little bit more on a little bit less probably on relationship stuff, more on being, representing yourself well. Let me wash out. I'm just going to wash and dry out this bowl. And as I cube the salmon, I'm going to put it in here so we can get it seasoned up and everything. So one moment. I like to use clear bowls so y'all can see everything I'm doing, and it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, you have an 8-year-old. Oh, we are working on a couple things. One is like a tabletop book, like a coffee book. But thank you for saying that. You are not the first, second, or third person to ask us to do a finishing school for the young ladies. Since this is virtual, we probably do shorter sessions because right now we go about 60 to 90 minutes, and we want to think about the attention span for our young ladies. I am a boy mom, so I have 2 teenage boys. And I don't have daughters, but I love helping younger ladies. But yeah, Lucy and we will definitely talk about that and see what we can come up with. Maybe something for our younger ladies in the spring. So I'm cutting up the salmon. I am keeping the skin on. I didn't see if y'all have a preference. Her recipe has the skin off, but I'm just going to go with it because I like a little crispy flavor. But yeah, absolutely. So I'm making these kind of, I don't know, bite size, maybe like 1 inch. Altogether, it's a pound of salmon. This is a great little tactic too to make your food stretch if you need to share it between people, or if you want to feel like you're eating less or more. Let's see, I'll just get down in here. I try to do this like cutting up fruit or cutting up anything. Just makes me like feel like there's more of it. But yes, definitely want to do something for our young ladies because it starts at home. This is just, how I was raised. But I realize that, a lot of young women and older women, unfortunately, are given the wrong information. And then you get out here in this world and then you're just like, this isn't what I want at all. So, but I understand, people are different. But yes, we're looking at a book. Maybe we'll do like a 6-week session, 45 minutes instead of 8-week session, 90 minutes, for our younger ladies. A couple updates on the finishing school as well for any of you ladies who want to join us for our next session that starts in January 6th. It's taught at 3 p.m. Eastern time. which is 12 noon Pacific. And again, it is recorded. You have lifetime access. And I also bring in guest speakers. I have quite the network. So I love bringing in ladies to share their expertise with you all. And we are having, in addition to the cruise, which is going to be a Maggie meetup for everyone, we're having a Maggie Lou meetup. Do I have any of that stuff here? Let's see. Here is the finishing school. Oh, wrong one. Hold on, y'all. I'm a little rusty on the streams. So this is me and Lucy for the finishing school, but we are also having a Maggie Lou meetup at Eclipse de Luna here in Atlanta. So that's for everyone. If you're in the Atlanta area next spring or want to come to Atlanta, we're doing a meetup. You can get your tickets. It includes 9 rounds of tapas, which are shared plates, and unlimited like sangria or beer or something like that. It's a Latin restaurant. Hello, Crochelle, and hello, Bray Collar. It's a restaurant here in Atlanta. They have live salsa dancing and lessons and DJ and just really good food and I think a really good time. So that is going to be April 5th, 2024, the first Friday night in April, because the next day we're having our finishing school in-person graduation. You will get a digital certificate when you complete the course, but we have very generous sponsors in our community, and we have one that is going to make actual plaques for our students who complete the course, either this last session that we just finished, and sorry, that's poor etiquette, ladies. We never gestured with a knife. Hello, 23 Fresh. Whether you do the January session or you just finished the September session. And Lucy and I will cover your dinner, and the ladies voted to go to the Cheesecake Factory because we enjoy the simple things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have our 1 pound of salmon. So let's go ahead and let me get the air fryer ready. So then we'll season this. And as soon as I season it, I'm going to put it in the air fryer because I don't want it to sit in here and the crispy cheese start to get like soggy. So I try to think in order of what I need to do. Condemn says nothing like crispy skin on salmon. I agree. I don't know if y'all are skin on or skin off. If you're skin off, either buy it skinless or you can peel it off. All right. And this is just a pound of sockeye salmon. So air fryer for me. Oh, I didn't empty from the bacon yesterday. Oh goodness. One moment. Some bacon grease. I'm going to toss it. This is why I cook, I line with foil. We're going to get a new one on here. So I cook live so y'all see everything. All right, so let me just wipe this down. What did we make yesterday? The BLTs, they were so good. But I cooked my salmon, my bacon in the air fryer. Lady Novoa has landed. All right, let me just give this a quick little wipe. All right, so the air fryer is basically an oven with a fan. I think it cooks, it definitely cooks faster. Team Greedy in the house. And it also makes things crispy because it blows the hot air around the food. So I am going to line this with some foil so any drippings don't get on my drip tray. All right. So you can use any air fryer. You see Jazz is using the one that has like the pull-out drawer. Those are totally fine. I have one that's kind of like an oven, so it has different trays. You can cook multiple things if you need to. And if you don't have an air fryer, you could probably use an oven or a broiler, but we're going to use the air fryer. So this is going to be the drip tray, and then we'll put the actual salmon on here. So I like to get stuff ready in order of the way I'm going to use it because sometimes I don't, and I don't get the best result. So have I ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. We're going to figure it out together. Mithan has never had salmon before, only in supplement pill. Okay, well, salmon is either you love it or you don't. It is a fishy fish. I like it. It's got lots of good stuff. What is it? I don't know. Omega something. I'm not a doctor. It's probably not the leanest of fish, but you could probably do this recipe and make like a Parmesan crusted tilapia or whatever kind of fish you like. But, you know, fish, when fresh, should smell like the ocean. It should not smell like fish, okay? So this was frozen. We've thawed it out, and let's go ahead and get it greased up. Hello, usually not my type. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're so you went to the BLT. Okay, so her recipe is in the description. I put it in there. So number one, she says cube the salmon and then toss in olive oil to coat, add the Parmesan and spices. All right, so let's see, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just gonna do this Walmart olive oil. If you have a very fancy one, go for it. And I have a tablespoon measure. So you could probably eyeball this stuff, y'all. Oh, let me move this so y'all can see. Try to get everybody in frame. All right, so 1. And again, this would probably be avocado oil, coconut oil, vegetable oil. I'm not the food police. Use what you have on hand. Olive oil is a good, like, well, some of them are kind of overpowering, but like a good neutral oil and good to use. All right, so we have our oil in here and then the Parmesan. So you can see here, she says a half cup of grated Parmesan. But before I do, I need to mix. I'm just gonna use my hands. Y'all said use your hands. I've poured the oil in here, but we really wanted to coat this fish. So we thawed it out, we rinsed it off, and we patted it dry because you don't want the water in here. That'll make it more soggy. All right. So we've got it nice and greased up. That's going to allow the seasoning and the cheese to stick on there. Now, if it were just me, I would rub my hands in this fish oil. I don't mind, but I'll wash them. Who do we have here? I love Philly. Oh, Jay loves Philly in the house. Yeah, I used to go to Philly for work. Enjoyed it as well. We got Jaleel in the house saying, hey, Maggie, hello, hello. So you do your salmon with salt and pepper and garlic. There's so many things you can do with it. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go in. So Parmesan, if you can have dairy, I'm using Pecorino Romano. So this is my dairy-free sheep's milk cheese. And you can see here, she says a half cup. So it's a generous amount of Parmesan. This gives you the, like the breading experience without bread, okay? So we have a half cup measure. And we've got our Parmesan substitute. And I'm just gonna pour over the bowl here. That way, in case anything spills, we don't miss out on anything. All right. So we have a pretty generous, and yeah, it's a little bit clumpy, but we'll get it stirred up. Stir it up. All right, and then a teaspoon. Let me get the teaspoon measure. Teaspoon of 2 seasonings, teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of paprika. So let me get my teaspoon. So we have our teaspoon measure. We got Erin Laura in the house. She says, good afternoon, Maggie in class. Parmesan salmon sounds tasty. I think so too. So far, we just have it cubed, oiled up with some Pecorino Romano, which is my Parmesan substitute. Hello, El Flaco. Thank you for being here. Oliviana says, looking younger. What is going on? I just had a birthday. I'm 48, for anyone who doesn't know. We just did the Maggie Meetup Cruise birthday. So my birthday is every year after Thanksgiving. So we will be cruising again next year. So we're going in with a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just put that here on the side so y'all can see. And then a teaspoon of paprika. So again, we are booked. I think we have 3 people booked already for the Maggie Meetup Cruise November of next year. My birthday is the day after Thanksgiving next year, so we're going to actually cruise a week early so everybody can be with their family. But it'll be mid-November. So if you want to join us, Lauren, my travel agent, we're going to do a Q&A Friday night, I think at 7 p.m. Eastern, so y'all can get all your questions answered. Oh, not the cheese. We already did this. See how I get distracted? All right, so now we're going in with the paprika. Hello, Shirley Freddie. Thank you so much for being here. She says, hello, Maggie and everyone. Thank you so much. My first time seeing you. All are welcome because we all like to eat. Team Greedy. All right, so let me go in here. Same teaspoon. I just kind of wiped it off, and I'm going in with the paprika for color and I guess smokiness. All right, and then salt and pepper. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. So far, paprika, Parmesan, and garlic powder. All right. So for salt, I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. So I'm just going to kind of liberally salt it. But you don't have to do too much because Parmesan and Pecorino Romano are already kind of a salty cheese. Hello, Denwuka. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So let's go in with some pepper. This is just some red pepper. You can eyeball it. Easy E says, hi Maggie, what's on the menu? We are going to make a Parmesan crusted salmon bites with a cheese substitute. I'm using Pecorino Romano. Okay, so this is what we've got now. So she's done her oil. We just did that. Parmesan, paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and then stir it up. All right, so let me get a spoon and stir it up. So you want to make sure that each of your pieces of salmon are nice and coated so that you have that good flavor. We did put olive oil on here. And again, the Parmesan is going to give us that nice saltiness and then crispiness. So almost like a breading substitute, okay? Making sure everybody can see. Erin Laura says, this is looking very easy to make so far. Yes. Those of y'all that have been rocking with me from the beginning, you know, I love doing collabs, and Jazz Leaf was one of the first. I have her cookbook over here. She was the actual first professional chef to do a side-by-side collab with me. And she is known for her easy salmon recipes. If y'all go to her website or her Instagram, or she's on every social, you can see she has a lot of recipes, and a lot of them are salmon recipes. So highly, highly recommend. This is the one we're making in the middle, crispy Parmesan salmon bites. All right. So I think this is looking good. Now we're just gonna make sure we got all that goodness up from the bottom, and then I'm gonna put this on the tray and kind of spread them out so that we get that hot air around everything. All right, I'll just put a little bit of oil on here. Or you can use cooking spray, but honestly, it'll be fine because we've got oil on the salmon. All right. So let me bring this down. So let's put all of this on here. We started off with a pound. This is why we clean our counters. We started with a pound of salmon. All right. So I'm just going to kind of spread this out. Whenever you're air frying, you kind of don't want your food to be touching. I mean, it's okay if you're baking, and I'm not even going to worry about skin up or skin down, but you want that hot air to get around everything so it gets that nice crispiness. I'm just going to scrape this up and then use my hands, y'all. Let's just move it around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're doing fries, tater tots, anything like that, try and make sure that the air can circulate. Because again, in the air fryer, it is an oven with a fan. That's what makes it cook crispy, and that's what makes it cook faster because it's blowing the hot air around the food. All right, so doesn't have to be perfect, but we got it. All right, so we're going to get this in the air fryer. She says 6 minutes. All right, so we'll see. Let me see what temperature, and of course I haven't preheated anything. All right. So we'll clean up in just a moment. All right, so we did all that. Air fry at 380 for 6 minutes until golden and crispy. 380, 6 minutes. All right, so this is what we have going in. I'm excited. All right, so let's put the drip tray down, and then let's put this in the middle. The heat source in an air fryer is at the top, so the closer it is to the top, the faster it will cook. The closer it is to the bottom, the more slowly it'll cook. So you can position it if you have the oven stop. I just start in the middle and keep an eye on it. All right, so there's a fish button. I could do that, but let's do 380. Let's follow instructions. And 6 minutes? I don't know, y'all. Seems kind of light, but let's focus. Okay, so I'm going to clean the counters, and then I'm going to get another cutting board. Let's check on our avocado. I'm going to chop up some parsley, and then we'll put our cauliflower rice in the microwave. All right. And I need to put my, paprika back together, because this would not be good if I opened this and just started shaking it. Can y'all imagine the mess? Okay. So let's kind of put everything out of the way. I'll wipe it down later. I like to wipe everything before I put it out. GB says, Maggie, do you like to cook? I like to cook better when I'm not rushed. I love to cook. I didn't really have a choice growing up. Like I said, my mom is a retired home economics teacher, and I remember my dad, Maggie, in the kitchen. So whenever mom was cooking, I was just forced labor. But I started my channel because I've been on a health and wellness journey, and I love to eat clearly. So it was just my way of holding myself accountable. I didn't think anybody would care. Easy E says you have a pleasant voice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You need your own cooking show. It sounds delicious. Thank you. From your lips to God's ears, who knows? Anything is possible. Okay. So since we have raw fish, I'm just going to take everything up and just give it one little wipe, and then we'll get back to the next steps, because I don't want y'all talking about me. But yeah, when you're rushed, I mean, I still cook. I mean, I put together a man food meal in 20 minutes. You just have to adjust your expectations, and if you're pressed for time, keep it simple. As long as the ingredients are in your fridge, you can pretty much put anything together. If I'm rushed, you kind of get something basic. I do like to experiment, but it's still made with love. For me, the big part of cooking is like in my mind. Like if I can think of myself preparing the meal, then when I get in front, I'm just executing it, even if it's fast. So when I was working, I work from home now, but when I was working in the office, I would use the commute to kind of mentally start thinking, because you hit the door and everybody's hungry looking at you. And I started to think, okay, we have tomato, we have beef, we have this, and I'm thinking about what I can do. So when I get home, I'm like, everybody out, put it together. All right. So now let me go grab that avocado, see if it's something, if it's ripe enough. Y'all know how avocados get. I've had it for a couple days, so let's see. I think this will look really nice on the rice. I'm gonna press it, and I'm gonna see if it's, because it's like not ripe, not ripe, not ripe, overripe. All right. When I'm pressing it, it's kind of giving me a little bit. Usually you should be able to pop that out. I'll cut it in half and see what we can get. All right, so no sticker on this avocado. We got Zoe Diaz. She says, good afternoon, Maggie in class. Good afternoon, my dear. Do you have any events coming up in Columbia, South Carolina anytime soon? I would love to. I was just in Charlotte, North Carolina. I do get invited to YouTube events, and I try to let you all know in advance. There was actually one yesterday in Jacksonville, but I just couldn't make it. I will definitely let you know. I've been to Columbia, but it's been a while. Thank you, my dear. My first time seeing you here. Welcome. Lady Naboa says, thanks, Dad, for the force. Look at how your baby girl's grown up. Aw, thank you. Lady Naboa says, cauliflower in the microwave. Why microwave? Yeah, I just have some prepackaged rice. This one right here, one of these little squeeze bags. These are good for sides. Hello, 1000. All right, so we're gonna go halfway down. So here's the thing. Let me be careful. Here's the thing. When you are pressed for time, one of the things that I do is I try to make one thing from scratch, and then the rest, just kind of easy. For example, all right, not bad with the avocado. So for example, so I'll do your milkshake in a moment. Let's see if we can get our rice in. How's our fish looking? All right, it's coming along while I'm slicing that up. So let's see. I just bought this in the grocery store. So for example, let's say I'm pressed for time. I will make the chicken from scratch. And then they may get like instant mashed potatoes and some canned green beans. So I can't make everything from scratch if I only have 20 minutes. So that's another hack you can do. So they still have a home cooked meal, but you have a few shortcuts if you need to. All right, y'all know what I did last time. I exploded this thing. So it says no heating yet necessary. Open and enjoy at room temperature. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here while I cut this avocado. Would y'all heat the rice or don't heat the rice? I mean, I guess you could eat rice cold, but I don't know. I'm just gonna cut off the tip of this and then peel off. Gives you a little starting point to peel off the avocado. And I'll give this a nice little slice, and then we'll get our fresh parsley. Oh, let me put the the iPad back. Ah, crap. I got a little heavy-handed with it. All right, I got a little piece in here. Oh, yummy. Okay, so I'll just make some nice slices. It'll be all right. Okay, so for any of y'all that are just hopping in, this is what we are making. Jazz leaves, Parmesan, salmon. All right, make sure y'all can see. I know. All right, so let's see if we can just, really? It's been 6 minutes? I don't know, y'all. I'm not doing too well. Maybe this isn't ripe enough. No, it didn't work out too well, but that's okay. I think it's still a little firm, but I'll eat it. All right, let's check our. Let's take a look. Oh, it smells incredible. Hold up. Y'all think this is good, or would you go a little bit longer? You know, I need to taste one. For research purposes, let's go in for a small piece. I want a little bit crispier. Oh my God, it's good. Are y'all okay with this or a little bit more? Condemn says room temperature rice is okay to eat after it's been cooked. Who are they trying to fool? I'm just gonna set this in here. Oh my goodness. Maybe it could be, you know what? Maybe I should have moved it up towards the top. Easy E says, do you pin your videos so I can make this? Here's the thing with TikTok. Unlike YouTube, Facebook, and some of the others, as soon as I go live and I end the live, it's up for everybody to watch the replay. Instagram, it's kind of saved in the archive. You just have to post it, but it's there. TikTok, I have to download the live and then re-upload it. And I think you can only upload it in like 10-minute segments. I'm not trying to do that. I'm sorry. I stream every day and I don't really have an editor like that. So on TikTok, you guys just have to catch me live, but you can always catch my replays on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Maggie, the substitute teacher. All right. Maybe one day I'll have a crew. Today is not that day. Erin Laura says, yum. Okay. So let's warm it. What does it say here? All right. Optional microwave instructions. Gently squeeze the pouch to separate cauliflower. Tear the pouch 2 inches to vent and heat on high for 90 seconds. All right, this is the mistake I made last time, moving too fast. I didn't tear to vent and it had exploded. So 90 seconds in the microwave. We'll leave it standing up. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay, so it looks like y'all are okay with the cauliflower. So who wanted this milkshake? So you said it's milk, avocado, and sugar. Is it a whole avocado or a half avocado? Let me know if you're still here, Mithan. Okay, so let's move this here. And one last thing I'm gonna do, I have some fresh herbs just for a garnish. Of course, if you have the shaker parsley, you can do that, but I did buy some fresh ones, y'all. I'm trying to do better. So I have some Italian leaf parsley, beautiful greens here. I'll let y'all choose which one you want me to use. I also ordered, ooh, I could eat this all day, cilantro. I know it's not parsley, but I put this on everything. I love Latin flavors. That's why we're meeting up at Eclipse de Luna. So if y'all are close, I'm actually going there for New Year's. They're having a New Year's Eve if y'all want to come hang out with me. Not an official meetup, but I'm going. 3-course meal, sangria, dancing. Excuse me, I posted about it if y'all want to join me, or curly parsley. All right, so I'm going to chop up probably the curly parsley. That looks like the easy one, just for a little garnish. Okay, I'm running low on space, so let me just use this. Okay, Miffin, I don't know if you're here, so let me just get a little bit of the parsley, and I am gonna chop all of it, so I'll just go ahead and rinse all of it. I'm gonna try and do better with my greens and not waste. All right, so I've got the whole bunch here. I'm just gonna rinse this off and do a quick chop for our garnish. All right, so it looks like we're good with the salmon. I'll go ahead and turn this off. Oh, it's off. It did. All right, we'll just leave it in there so it can stay kind of warm. All right. I don't care for the parsley stems. Oh, y'all can't see. Oh, parsley by itself just does not do it for me. It smells like grass. Okay, microwave. It smells like grass, but as an ingredient, it's fine. All right, so we'll just take some of it. Hands are wet. All right, I'll get to the rest of it later. All right, so let's plate. Zoe says, have you tried cilantro lime rice? Yes, OMG. You could even do cauliflower. Okay, so let's plate. You know what we could also do with this? We could do like sesame seeds and all kind of yum stuff. So I'm looking at her rice. So she has a white plate. So I'm gonna get a white plate. Actually, I'm rusty, y'all. I'm getting the dinner plates. I forgot for y'all, I get the nice plates. I have 2 sets of everything. One for what I do when it's just me and the kids, and then the stuff I save for y'all. Okay, so we have a plate. So let's get our cauliflower bag rice out and see what it looks like. All right. So I'm just going to squeeze this. Hopefully it's not wet when I pour it out. I'm just going to say, I wish it were rice, but it's okay. I'm trying to do my cauliflower thing. All right, we're gonna doctor it up. Let me fluff it up, do something. I think I like the cauliflower, the frozen cauliflower rice better because it actually looks like rice kernels. So it's okay. And I'm just gonna salt and pepper a little bit the rice. Tastes like cauliflower. And then we'll put a little bit of parsley on here. You know what? I could put some real seasoning on here. Cauliflower is a great neutral. It takes on a lot of different flavors, but it's very kind of bland. So I'm going to do the Greek seasoning. I'm moving fast because I'm getting ready to eat. So let's do a little Greek seasoning. And then we'll put some parsley on here because when I look at her plate, the rice itself has a little bit of action going on. So it's not just completely just rice, baby. So bland, so bland. All right, so we have a bed of rice. Yum yum stuff? Absolutely. We can try it. Easy E loves cilantro? Absolutely. All right, so we have our bed of rice. Let me see if I have the frozen. No. I was going to look and see, but I don't. Okay, so let's get our salmon together. All right, so I'm just going to put this here. And we did a pound of salmon. I'm going to have 8 ounces of salmon. I don't know about y'all, so I'm eating half of it. All right. So let's try and plate it nicely. All right. And if you get it off the, oh, y'all, look at this. Look at that crispy skin. Focus, Maggie. All right. I probably should have taken it off of the tray because it's starting to stick a little bit. We will be all right. Y'all see? Let me leave the skin side down. Feeling greedy. All right. You know how you eyeball? Is that half or keep going? All right. I think that's good. I'm running out of spaces. Okay. Let's put this back. Now, she also topped, got a little bit of a mess. If you mess up the plate, just clean it up. All right, I'm just going to turn the skin side over so you can see that golden color. All right, now we're going to put the, she put a little parsley. Oh, I totally forgot about the avocado. I don't know if, okay. I'll just put a little avocado like as a garnish around. It wasn't like, I didn't do a good job cutting it, but we'll give it a little pop of green. And then put some yum yum stuff on there. We'll put a little bit in here. You know, sesame seeds, soy sauce. If you like teriyaki, I'm not a huge teriyaki person, but my mom said your plate should always have 3 colors. So, all right. So this is what we have so far. We're going to put a little bit of parsley on there. Lady Naboa is dancing. Y'all are excited? I'm excited. All right, so let's go in with a little bit more fresh parsley, or you can do the sprinkle stuff if you don't have the fresh. I'm just, you know, doing a little bit of everything. Stuck to my fingers. Mithin says, it looks delicious. You're still here. I was wondering about your avocado. Is it half avocado or whole avocado for the milkshake? I want to get my portions right if you still want me to make that. Okay. Now, this is what she's done. So I think we're done. She put like she puts like a garlic sauce on there that I don't have. What I do have is some QP. This is like Asian mayo. I got organic dressing. I thought the sesame ginger might be good with the salmon. So I think I'll just drizzle a little bit of both. Or, you know what, let me just start with the mayo for the picture. All right, let me squeeze it down in the sink so it doesn't splatter. And then let's just do a little. This could be yum yum sauce. It could be whatever you want. I have oyster sauce. I have hoisin sauce. I have sesame seeds. Y'all want anything else? Or are we ready to taste? Where are the sesame seeds? I don't know. In there somewhere. But I'm hungry and I'm ready. Aye! Maybe I use them all up. Okay, so let's get our pictures. Let's move everything. Take a picture. What else would y'all put on this? Hopefully everybody can see. And again, this is how my channel started. I would just try these recipes and then I would post this final picture and people would say, did you make that? And I'm like, yes, I made that. So now I just turn on the camera and show y'all how I made that. Okay. The only thing is I wish the rice were, you know, a little bit ricier. All right, everybody got a chance to see? There you go. Okay. A little soy sauce. Easy E says a little soy sauce. Okay, I will. Gotcha. Full avocado with milk and sugar. So I have a half avocado. Let me see if I can make a half portion for you. All right. So let me take a picture. Oh yeah. Let's do one with the flash, and then we'll do a video, and I'll taste it the way that it is, and then we'll get some soy sauce and get some other stuff on there. Whatever else y'all would do. All right. So let's do the video. All right, so today we made the jazz leaf crispy Parmesan crusted salmon. This is substituting pecorino romano to keep it dairy free. We have cauliflower rice to keep it low carb. We added a little avocado, some fresh parsley, some Kewpie mayo, and some salmon. Enjoy. All right, so one more picture and then we'll give it a taste. Don't be afraid to get up close to your food. That's what my photographer friend said, okay? Get up close to it. That makes it look like it's jumping off of the page. And yeah. All right. So when y'all see this, post it up. You're like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let's do the taste. Make sure everybody can see. All right. We have our salmon. And y'all see on Instagram. And we'll get some soy sauce for you, Easy E. Mithin says it'll work. I'll do it. We'll do less milk. Okay, absolutely. All right, coming up with the milkshake. Y'all, I'm messing myself up. I'm getting excited. Okay. I don't know where this fork came from, but we're about to use it. All right, so let's get a little rice, a little salmon, a little sauce, and I'll get a little avocado. Give it a taste. The creaminess of the avocado, the saltiness of the cheese, the fishiness of the salmon. The parsley just has a little bit of freshness, not overpowering. And honestly, I don't even taste the rice. The rice is just a vehicle. It is that good. Erin Laura's looking. You want the taste test? You've been missing? That's okay. All right, so let's try one more and let's get some soy sauce. Oh my God, y'all. So good. When I tell you I want to inhale it and tear it up. Y'all, all right. Soy sauce, where are you? So this is completely optional. You could do soy sauce. You could do yum yum sauce. You could do oyster sauce, hoisin sauce. I have the Kikkoman gluten-free. Lady Naboa is laughing. Erin Laura says, ooh-wee. All right, so I'm going to do just a little corner in case it's a little much. But y'all, if you like, if you have those seaweed wrappers, wrap that up, make a little roll. You could also do, my oldest likes the ramen bowls, this furikake fish seasoning, this Asian seasoning. Let's try both of those and we'll make our milkshake. All right, so just a little bit of soy sauce on the side, little cauliflower rice, little avocado, salmon. Oh my God. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see that, how? Oh yeah. How it just flakes. So juicy. Oh yeah. Okay, focus, Maggie. Let's get a nice, hold on. I'm not gonna waste it. Let's get a nice bite with the soy sauce. Very good. A little much for me. The soy sauce, this is why we wipe the counters. The soy sauce is great. I would say a little goes a long way. I really like the freshness of it because the fish was the star. Once I put the soy sauce on it, the soy sauce was the star. Easy E says beautiful. Thank you. Hello, Sky Blue. Can't grab it. All right, y'all. Last thing I'm going to try. If you like fish seasonings, This is, I did some recipe. This is like the crispy stuff that you put on sushi. So we'll do a little bit of this on the other side. It's got like fish seasoning. It's got like sesame seeds. I don't know if y'all can see that over here. So let's get a little bit of this. Piece of fish, piece of avocado. I still like it by itself. This is kind of salty, kind of briny. Because Parmesan is already like a flavorful cheese, I don't really think you need to do a lot to it. I think having like the avocado and the mayo, which are kind of smooth and creamy. Easy E says yum yum sauce would be good. I think for this recipe, if you're going to do a Parmesan fish, your sauces should be on the creamier side if you put any at all. Some of the more like pungent sauces will kind of overpower. Okay, one more bite and then we're going to make this. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. I haven't eaten today. Did y'all eat? Hello, Ace Flash. Okay, now we're making an avocado milkshake by request. And then I'm going to go because I want to eat. All right. Let's see. All right. I've never made an avocado milkshake, but we're going to pare everything down by half. So Mythan Diaz is asking me to make a milkshake, and you gave me your recipe. Lady Devoa says, scroll up a little bit and see our comments. We know y'all too well. Oh, here come the food moves. I didn't dance. I did, y'all. I just wanted to try all the extra stuff. Oh my gosh. Y'all know the taste test dance. Absolutely. Okay. So Mythan says a full avocado with 100 mils of milk. I have a half avocado left. All right. So while my rice is insulting me, I'm doing this for you. I will try my first. And how much sugar? Is there a measurement for the sugar? All right, so let's see. I'm just going to kind of get into this avocado. Take out the seed. And then peel and put the whole thing in here. Let me just get the peel going. Get the little stem out of the way. It's slightly firm. It probably would have been perfect tomorrow, but we'll be all right. Because you see how it's kind of breaking a little bit. So, excuse me, half of an avocado. Just get it all in there. See if there's anything left in here we want to scrape up. I want to eat it. All right. So I'm going to do a dairy-free version. I have almond milk. I mean, I guess I do have regular milk. I could do regular milk and sugar. I'll try it for you. All right. Let me go get milk from the kids' fridge. First time, I always try it the regular way. Let me know if there's a sugar measurement. Is there any ice in this milkshake? Let me know. Okay, I have two fridges. The kids' fridge has all the regular stuff. I just try to do the sugar-free, dairy-free. So we're gonna do a half portion, so 100 milliliters of milk. All right, so we have our measuring cup and 100 milliliters will take me like right here, like a half cup. Full dairy for y'all, research purposes. All right, so we have our milk. If the milk is chilled, no need. So this came out of the fridge. All right, so the milk is cold. So we're gonna skip the ice, and avocado has big seeds. Yes, we just took that out. 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna use real sugar just to get the authentic taste. I would do this with monk fruit, with stevia, with something else if I like it. But this could be a great way to use up avocados before they go bad. All right. So I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. All right. So just a small portion. Watch me like this and be mad that I like it. All right. So sugar, avocado, and milk. Oh, I'm like, where's the other blade? Okay. Good thing it wasn't full. Okay, so let's see if we can blend this up. Here's your warning. I'm gonna move my food behind me because I keep looking at this like, you know what, I am hungry. Okay, I'm coming. All right, avocado milkshake requested by Mithen. All right, so we're gonna blend this. Lady Navoa says real sugar is better than any sugar. I'm not the food police. Y'all always know I say eat what you like. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, sometimes we have to make substitutes. But all of my recipes, I basically use the substitute version. But if you can have the real thing, by all means. All right, if it's too loud, go ahead and plug your ears. I'm going to blend this. Hello, Meezy. Thank you so much for being here. Just going to take a peek and see if all the chunks of the avocado are gone. Ooh, it looks smooth and creamy. Wait a minute now. Let me get a nice little glass. Hold up. Hold up. I always look at y'all crazy and then I'm like, this is good. Hold up. Okay. Where is Killis? Shout out to the highball. Or do I do have something a little bit more elegant. All right, let's take the blade out. I think we got it. It's gonna taste. It's good. Ah! Doggone it, it's good. Hold up, y'all. You know how I am. I'm getting all this extra stuff. All right, so we got our avocado, dairy-free whipped cream. This is coconut milk, completely optional, but y'all know. Hello, Stephen Curry. Thank you so much for being here. Aw, the queen's back at it. You are too kind. Thank you. Okay. And Aaron Laura's like, let's see. Our avocado smoothie or milkshake. I want to put like a strawberry on it. I want to put all kind of fancy stuff. Let me get a picture because I'm about to tear it up. Now, let me put my plate behind here. Try and put the side that hopefully it's not too cold. Okay. Oh my gosh. And let me do one with just, sorry y'all, because once I eat it, it's gone. And then I'm like, oh, I should have got a picture of that. All right, so let me make a quick little short for you. Thank you so much, Mithen Diaz, for the recipe. This is a half avocado, half cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Enjoy. All right, so now we are going to try it. All right, let's get a straw. Oh. Is this one good? It's creamy. It's cool. It's got a little bit of chunk of avocado, which is fine. Tylee says it looks good. Hello, Jay Slow. Hello, Roger Smith. Y'all, I'm about to let y'all go. When I tell you, we learned something today. Let me get a little whipped cream in here. Y'all, I'm about to not be elegant, and I had so much fun with you all today. We made this crispy salmon Parmesan salmon. Oh my God. You know how it is when you're fasting and you haven't eaten? And so you're like, you're fine. You take the first bite of something. Y'all are here for the stomps. It's good. It's good. Yes, thank you. I didn't think I would like it. I will probably do this again next time I have an avocado with almond milk and maybe one of my sugar-free sugars, but it is really good. So on that note, I'm trying to not lick this blender. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dismiss so I can sit down and put my face in this plate. I will be back on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern with Luke Hazley, talking about whatever you all want. It's our weekly wild card, Ask Us Anything, Maggie Lou. So I would give the Parmesan crusted salmon a 5 out of 5. I would give this avocado smoothie, milkshake, whatever it is, a 5.5 out of 5. It really surprised me. All right, y'all. This was so much fun. I missed cooking for y'all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go. I'll post up the pictures. Y'all can watch the replay. Thank you again. And for those of y'all that are interested in the femininity stuff, I'll see you tonight. For everybody else, tomorrow's Thursday. We'll come up with something else to cook. I think there's another recipe I want to do. All right. Thank you, everyone. TikTok, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate the hearts and the shares. Class is dismissed. Thank you so much, Instagram. I appreciate you all being here. Class is dismissed. And GB says, thanks. You're welcome, sweetheart. Yes, y'all, please subscribe to Luke Hazley. Aaron Laura says, great stream. I'm glad you liked it. I know you wanted the fish. Have a great afternoon. Good night. Take care. Thank you. I'm going to tag you in this avocado. Oh, yes, absolutely. Y'all miss me. I'm back. All right.